Hello everyone, today we will explain about matrix, but let me introduce our member. First, Nabilla, Afrasalma, Pratama. Second, Sevina Indriani. Third is Verra, Arischa, Kustantina. We are from Major Mathematics Education, Class 11A, Buana University of Yogyakarta, and this video is made to fulfill our assignment from our course Mathematics in English. So without any further ado, let's move on to the next slide. Number 1. Determine the value of x and y that satisfy the following equation. Matrix 3, 3x minus 1 and y is subtracted by matrix 2, y plus x, y plus 1, x is equal to matrix 1, minus 1, 3, and minus 2. For the step 1, we have two matrices and both of them have same order 2 by 2. We need to subtract elements of B from corresponding elements of A and we can make them in a matrix. So this is A and this is B, of course. So we can get 3 is subtracted by 2, 3x is subtracted in bracket y plus x, minus 1 is subtracted in the bracket y plus 1, y minus x, and is equal to matrix 1, minus 1, 3, and minus 2. For the step 2, we need to subtract or calculate the matrix on the left side, so we can get 1, 2x subtracted by y, minus y subtracted by 2, y subtracted by x is equal to matrix 1, minus 1, 3, and minus 2. In step 3, we need to match the elements matrix on the left side with the matrix on the right side, so we can get 1 is equal to 1, minus y subtracted by 2 is equal to 3, 2x is subtracted by y is equal to minus 1, y is equal to, y is subtracted by x is equal to minus 2. Step 4. How to find the value of y? To find the value of y, we must calculate minus y subtracted by 2 is equal to 3. Why we choose this equation? Because this equation has variable of y. In another equation, it also has variable of y, but they also has variable of x, because we just need to find the value of y, so we choose this one. The value of y minus y subtract by 2 is equal to 3, minus y is equal to 3, move the minus 2 to the right side, so we get positive 2, minus y is equal to 5. Because we just need or we must find the value of y, not the minus y, so we can multiply both sides with minus 1. So we can get the value of y is equal to minus 5. Next, for the step 5, we need to find the value of x. To find the value of x, we can substitute y is equal to minus 5 from the step 4 to one of equation which has variable of x. In this step, where you can choose between these two, but in this step I choose this one. Y is subtracted by x is equal to minus 2. So the value of x is y is subtracted by x is equal to minus 2. Replace or substitute y with minus 5, so we get minus 5 subtracted by x is equal to minus 2, minus x is equal to minus 2 plus 5, because we can move this minus 5 to the right side, so we get positive 5, so we get minus x is equal to 3, And it's same with steps before. We can multiplying both sides with -1, so we can get x is equal to -3. Okay, for the last step or step 6, in the step 4 and 5, we have obtained the values of x and y. So, the value set of x and y that satisfy the following equation is x is equal to -3 and y is equal to -5. Next, number 2. Given matrix of A is equal to 2, -3, 0, and 4, matrix B is equal to 0, 3, 5, and -1, and F in bracket x, y is equal to 3 times x subtract by 2 times y. Determine the inverse F in bracket B, A. Step 1. How to find the function by using a and b variable. On the question, we have function f in bracket x, y is equal to 3 times x subtract by 2 times y, so we can use that to find function by using variable a and b. We can replace or change x to b and y to a, so we can write down as f in bracket b, a is equal to 3 times b subtract by 2 times a. After that, we can replace it with the given matrices, so we can get f b, a is equal to 3 multiplying by matrix 0, 3, 5, -1 subtract by 2 multiplying by matrix 2, -3, 0, and 4. Step 2. How to find the subtraction of matrix by using matrix A and matrix B. To find the subtraction of matrix by using matrices A and B, first we need to calculate the matrices that we get from the step 1. Okay, this matrix is we get from the step 1. To make it simple, we can write down as matrix C. So I replace this with C. So we can get C is equal to 3 multiplying by 0, 0, 3 multiplying by 3 is 9, 3 multiplying by 5 is 15, 3 multiplying by -1 is -3, subtract by 2 multiplying by 2 is 4, 2 multiplying by -3 is -6, 2 multiplying by 0 is 0, 2 multiplying by 4 is 8. So we can get this. To make it easy, we can make two matrices in one matrix because they have same order, 2 by 2. So 0 subtract by 4, 9 subtract by -6, 15 subtract by 0, -3 subtract by 8. So the matrix C is equal to -4, 15, 15, and -11. Step 3. Find the pattern of matrix inverse. The pattern of matrix inverse is inverse matrix C is equal to 1 over determinant of matrix C multiplying by adjugate or adjoint matrix C, so we can get the final pattern is inverse matrix C is equal to 1 over -4, 15, 15, and -11 multiplying by adjoint matrix C -11, -15, -15, and -4. Okay, for the determinant and for the adjoint, how to find it? We can find at the next step. For the step 4, to find the inverse of matrix, first we need to find the determinant of matrix C. Symbol of the determinant is this bracket, and the formula for the determinant is determinant matrix C is equal to A times by D subtract B times by C. So we just look along to the diagonals A and D and B and C. So we can find the determinant of matrix C. -4, 15, 15, and -11 is equal to -4 multiplying by -11 subtract by 15 multiplying by 15. So we can get 44 subtract by 220 is equal to minus 181. For the step 5, on the step 4, we find the determinant of matrix C. Beside the determinant, on the inverse matrix, we also need to find the adjoint of matrix C. The formula for adjoint matrix is adjoint matrix C is equal to, we need to swap between A and D. So D on the first row and first column, and A on the second row and second column. And for these diagonals B and C, we must multiplying each other with minus 1. So we can get minus B and minus C. So we can get the adjoint of matrix C is minus 11, minus 15, minus 15, and minus 4. The last step, or step 6, we need to find the final answer from the step before. From the step before, we completely find the determinant and adjoint for determine the inverse of F in bracket B and A or matrix C. On the last step, we just need to combine or change that with those values. So inverse of matrix C is equal to minus 1 over 181 multiplying by adjoint matrix C, minus 11, minus 15, minus 15, and minus 4. Okay, we need to multiply it one by one so we can get inverse matrix C is equal to 11 over 181, 15 over 181, 15 over 181, 4 over 181. So we need to change C with F in bracket B, A according to the question. So the inverse of F in bracket B, A is equal to matrix 11 over 181, 15 over 181, 15 over 181, and 4 over 181. So this is the step for number 2, and before the 6th step for number 1. For the next number or next question, Verra, Arischa, Kustantina will explain it.
Number 3. Was given matrix of X multiply matrix A equal matrix B, where matrix A is 11, 7, 3, and 2, and matrix B is minus 3, 2, 1, and 0. Determine matrix of X which dimension of 2 multiply 2 and find the determinant and transpose of matrix of X. In step 1, we have hints change those matrix by using inverse. In here, we are going to turn matrix A into A inverse. So, we can get matrix A equal 11, 7, 3, and 2, where 11 is A, 7 is B, 3 is C, and 2 is D. With a formula, A inverse equal 1 divided AD minus BC times adjoint A, where adjoint A is matrix D minus B minus C and A. So we can get answer to A inverse is 1 divided 1 times matrix 2 minus 7 minus 3 and 11, sum of matrix 2 minus 7 minus 3 and 11. Step 2, we have in find the determinant and the adjoint first. So we can get to determinant A equals A minus BC, and we got answer is 1. And the adjoint A is matrix 2 minus 7 minus 3 and 11. Step 3, we have in how to find the value of matrix X by using multiplication in inverse method. So, to find value of matrix X, we must multiply matrix B with inverse of matrix A, because if we know X times A equals B, then X equals B times A inverse. Next, to step 4, calculate matrix X in the formula X equals B times A inverse. So we can get X equals matrix B is minus 3, 2, 1 and 0 times to matrix A inverse is 2, minus 7, minus 3 and 11. And we get answer is matrix minus 12, 43, 2 and minus 7. If already, in step 5, calculate the determinant of the matrix X with obtained early. So we can get determinant X equals AD minus BC. Same as before, we input the values of A, D, B, and C. Then we get the answer is minus 2. So, determinant X is minus 2. In step 6, we have hint to find the value of matrix transpose X. To find of matrix transpose X, we must exchange element in a columns into elements in a line, and vice versa. Suppose matrix A equal A, B, C, and D. This matrix transpose is A transpose equal A, C, B, and D. And the last step 7, we have hint exchange element in column with elements in line like example on step 6. So we can get matrix X equals minus 12, 43, 2 and minus 7. His matrix transpose is matrix X transpose equal minus 12, 2, 43 and 7.
Next, number 4. Complete the determined solution of set of system linear equation of 3x minus y equals 3 and 5x minus 2y equals minus 5 using the determine method. Step 1. Give your best explanation for the step.
3x and 5x is named x column, y and 2y is named y column, 3 and minus 5 is named constant column. Equation matrix above is, so we can get matrix 3 minus 1, 5 and minus 2 multiply x, y equals matrix 3 and minus 5. ID min BC equals 3 multiply minus 2 minus 1 multiply 5 equals minus 1. Because ID minus BC does not equals 0, then x and y can be found in the next step. Step. Give your best explanation for this step. Start by extracting the three relevant matrix coefficients x and y. Solve as corresponding determined. So we can get
First, for the coefficient matrix, determine D equals determine 3 minus 1, 5 and minus 2 equals 3 multiply minus 2 minus 1 multiply 5 equals minus 6 plus 5 equals minus 1. Second, for the X matrix, determine dx equals determine x minus 1 minus 5 and minus 2 equals 3 multiply minus 2 minus 1 multiply minus 5 equals minus 6 minus 5 equals minus 11. Third, for the Y matrix, determine the Y equals determine 3, 5 and minus 5 equals 3 multiply minus 5 minus 3 multiply 5 equals minus 15 minus 15 equals minus 30. Next, step 3. How to find the value of x by using the step before. We can use this formula to solve for x. So we can get x equals determine dx over determine d equals minus 11 over minus 1 equals 11. Next, step 4. How to find the value of y by using the step before. We can use this formula to solve for y. So we can get y equals determine dy over determine d equals minus 30 over minus. Step 5. Find the value set of the system linear equation. So we can get, so the set of solution is x and y equals 11 and 30.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy and might it be useful. Apologize if there any error in the expression or calculation. See you in the next video.